Hello, welcome to Screen Talk with yours truly, Nomfanelo Malloy. So I'm a little late on this, but it was announced. Surprisingly, last week that Lana Del Rey did the theme song for the upcoming James Bond video game, 007 First Light. So her song is called First Light. So let's look into it. So I found article here on the IOI website here. Let's just take a look. So to say, yeah, 007 First Light unveils title song by Lana Del Rey and David Arnold. So, IO Interactive, the award winning developer and publisher behind the Hitman franchise, and Amazon MGM Studios announced Lana Del Rey as a performer of the official title song for the upcoming video game 007 First Light. The title song for the upcoming 007 video game, a fully original reimagined origin story of James Bond, has been written and composed by Lana Del Rey and David Arnold. Now, if you're not aware, David Arnold, he has worked as a composer for some of the James Bond films, such as Casino Royale, as an example. And I can't remember the others off the top of my head, but he has worked in the 007 franchise before. So the song is available on all platforms. I'll link it in the description if you want to take a look at it. And they also unveiled the title sequence from the game, which has the song in it. So I'm not going to be able to play the song for copyright reasons, but you're welcome to check that out. So, so the CEO at IO Interactive, Hakan Abrak, said, "It's a joy to watch two extraordinary talents like Lana Del Rey and David Arnold combine forces. The result feels instantly Bond while still bringing a fresh identity for 007 First Light." And then David Arnold says, "This song joins a long line of genre defining songs, each one creating a benchmark of style that adds to the magnificent heritage that is the Bond song." And then also says, yeah, the music of James Bond has always been a huge part of its identity. A title song has to tell us about the world we are about to enter into. It has to intrigue, excite, and beckon us in. This song joins a long line of genre defining songs, each one creating a benchmark of style that adds to the magnificent heritage that is the Bond song. That's why I was so excited to work with Lana, an artist who brought elegance, atmosphere, and her totally unique character to this piece, which I hope will open the world of Bond to a whole new audience. So, yeah, that's what he had to say here. And it gives like a info on the people involved here. So, yeah, this is quite exciting. So I did listen to the song when it came out, and I actually found like it wasn't that bad. It definitely sounds like a Bond song in terms of like the atmosphere, like the beats and all that stuff. But uh, but yeah, she does put her, I guess, twist to it with Lana Del Rey. So I'm not familiar in terms of what the game is going to be about. All I know is that it's going to be, they say, an origin story of James Bond. So on Wikipedia, it mentions here that apparently the game itself is going to draw upon inspiration from the novels and short stories by Ian Fleming, and the film franchise that features James Bond. It says here will follow young James Bond, played by Patrick Gibson, who will be portrayed as a 26-year-old. He is inexperienced MI6 agent who is tasked with a mission that, when completed successfully, will grant him his double O status. And it's going to feature M, Q, Miss Moneypenny. They say reimagined to reflect their roles in shaping Bond's early career. It says it's going to feature original characters such as Bond's MI6 mentor John Greenway, DGSE agent Charlotte Roth, psychology and game theory expert Selena Tan, played by Gemma Chan, and flamboyant Obama, played by Lenny Kravitz, who I believe is the villain in this game. Sounds interesting. So apparently the game is supposed to come out, yeah, May 27th. So on PS5, it says Windows, Xbox Series XS. So yeah, that sounds interesting. So David Arnold, he's not composing the game. It's going to be instead composed by The Flight. I'm not too familiar with them, but yeah, there's that, and apparently, like for this game, they want to do, like they say, a potential trilogy for, I guess, this iteration of James Bond for the video game. So yeah, that should be interesting. There, we'll see how it does when it comes out. I probably won't do a review of the game itself because I don't have like a PlayStation and all that stuff, but I'll probably check out some of the gameplay and see what's up from there. But yeah, as for the song itself, yeah, I enjoyed the song. I would say, yeah, like in ways, it is kind of like the traditional James Bond song, like very like mid tempo ish. So in a way, like it'll be kind of like tricky to analyze like the lyrics because the game has not come out. So maybe like with what's described here is on par with what's going to happen in the game itself. But yeah, I would say like in terms of ranking, again, I would have to listen to all of the James Bond songs, but I wouldn't say like it's high up there. I think like Skyfall for me is my favorite Bond song of all time, but I would say it's like either top, not top tier, but like top mid tier, like around that range. But I would have to listen to all of the James Bond songs. Yeah, like I'll probably like at some point, I don't know, like when the new movie comes out, maybe I'll do a video where I do like a ranking of the songs, or maybe I'll do it beforehand. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, this is interesting. And also too, I saw people point out that apparently with Lana Del Rey, she tried to submit a Bond song. I believe was for the movie Spectre, because the song she did was called 24. But the producers, they rejected her song. Instead, they chose the Sam Smith song. Oh God, I forgot. I think it's like called Writings on the Wall, something like that. Because I believe he won the Oscar for that one. But yeah, they end up choosing that one instead of the Lana Del Rey song. I listened to that song briefly with the Lana Del Rey one. I thought it was okay. I don't know if it fitted with the overall theme of the movie itself because with her song like implies it's in a way it's kind of like a love story between two people, and in the movie, again, it's been a while since I've seen Spectre, but Madeline, I believe, played by Leah Seydoux, and with Bond were not established as a couple, but but the implications were there, I believe. But yeah, there is that. But yeah, it's a worthy theme song, I would say, for sure. I am curious how it's going to tie into the game itself. But yeah, it's quite decent with the song. I would recommend the song, and also too with the title sequence. I watched that on YouTube and looks cool. Looks like typical sequence you would see in the James Bond movie. So there's that. So that's my thoughts on the song First Light. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all of this. Um, yeah, and let me know too. Like, are you excited for the game itself? Let me know all that in the comments section. So if you want to support me, you can visit buymeacoffee.com/numpy where you could donate and also to look at exclusive posts there. Also, too, I do have a community tab here on my YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to the channel, feel free to leave comments there as long as it's under community guidelines, of course. And if you want to follow me on social media, my links are in the description. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to catch you on the next one.